Hello, hello. All right, so this is um the first of a series that we want to do on our page, Antas Solutions. So Sarah and I, Hanis, basically we are the co-founders of Best Events Productions. Sarah, take it away.
Okay, selamat datang semua orang and kepada anda yang sedang menonton rakaman ini pun selamat datang juga. Kami akan post siaran ini di post kami, jadi dia akan ada dekat page ni bila-bila masa anda boleh akses. Jadi saya Sarah dan Hanis. Kejap lagi Hanis akan bagi a short introduction siapa kita dan apa tujuan kita ada Facebook page ini. And sekarang saya cuma nak share apa kita punya topik pada hari ini. Jadi topik hari ini kita akan membincangkan tentang perbezaan antara kumpulan antara halaman pages dan juga kumpulan awam. Public group, bukan private group. Saya tengah buat direct translation in my head at the same time. And selain daripada itu, kita akan share juga tentang update-update apa yang sedang terjadi di Facebook, apa feature-feature baru yang kita perlu tahu. And kalau anda ada sebarang soalan, boleh type saja di ruang komen. Even though anda sedang menonton live ini pada masa lain dah habis, anda tetap boleh post dalam komen. Bila-bila masa kami boleh check and boleh jawab. So Hanis, apa kata Hanis? Share sikit tentang siapa kita dan apa tujuan kita buat live session ini setiap minggu.
All right. Terima kasih, Sarah. So we're going to do this in two languages so that we can, of course, be, more comfortable for the audience who are familiar with Bahasa Malaysia and also in English. Unfortunately, even though I'm half Chinese, I cannot speak Chinese. If not, I would. But but hello, just say hello, in the group. Hi, Adeline. Thanks for joining us. We're happy to have you with us. It is our first time officially doing this. We have actually done live sessions for EB Starts. So a little introduction about Antas Solutions is that we actually sell softwares for retailers. For example, if they're looking to track their orders on Facebook Live, we have the Facebook Live software, and the people can capture orders directly from the live chat. And we also have softwares for CRM to keep track of your customer relations in terms of sales and marketing. And also we have something for tracking your customer conversations, because sometimes you have multiple channels where you speak to your customers. So we have Zendesk, which will actually help you not lose track of your conversations. So that's what we do. But for our workshop, for our live sessions, what we want to share is basically things about Facebook, what's happening on Facebook, especially for content creators who happen to be most of our audience. They wanna build their pages, they wanna build their followers, and because we are also new in this area, we are also learning, and whatever we learn, we want to teach, and hopefully we can all grow together. So that is the real purpose of having our live shows, and we want to encourage you guys to go live. So we need to walk the talk. So that's why we are doing this as well. Right, Sarah?
Yes. And that is the summary of our purpose of going live. And Adeline, I see you comment. You're doing great, Sarah. Terima kasih, my BM. Of course, BM is my mother tongue. So obviously, I boleh cakap bahasa Melayu. And now let's dive into the topic. So hari ni kita nak cakap tentang perbezaan and also some updates. So perbezaan antara halaman iaitu pages dan juga kumpulan awam. So kumpulan awam means public group, not private group, although we would share a bit about private group as well. So perbezaannya adalah ada beberapa.
Hold on, let me just share the English version as well. So for those who are not familiar with BM, they can also look at the screen. Hold on. Okay. There might be a bit of a lag, but it will come on in a few seconds. So thank you again for joining us. For those who have just joined us, do leave an introduction, get to know each other, and introduce yourself in the chat so that even after this session, we'll also keep in touch. Okay, so this is the English version, Sarah.
Yeah, so this is the English version. And apa yang kita boleh nampak dekat sini, persamaan yang ada antara current pages, iaitu halaman dan juga kumpulan awam. So kita boleh nampak dekat situ sesiapa boleh participate, sesiapa boleh participate maksudnya kita boleh like post, kita boleh komen. Untuk public group, sesiapa sahaja boleh, maksudnya dia terbuka kepada awam. Out of Facebook pun you boleh participate juga. And sekarang punya current pages, kita boleh participate without liking ataupun following. Maksudnya you tak payah like that page. You tak payah like, you tak payah follow pun you still boleh comment. Selain daripada tu, antara persamaannya adalah tidak perlu approve members untuk public group. Dia tulis itu tak perlu approve, maksudnya bukan sesiapa saja boleh join macam tu lah. Maksudnya kita boleh preset the conditions, apa kriteria untuk orang-orang yang boleh join. Sebagai contoh, dia punya setting, mungkin Hanis boleh tunjuk lepas ni, kita boleh set orang yang tak ada gambar profile picture, so dia tak boleh join. Sebab kita nak elakkan spam, trolls kan. And then, selain daripada tu orang yang ada pelbagai setting nanti kita boleh share. Selain daripada tu, extensive admin tools. Pelbagai tools yang admin boleh guna, dua-dua pages pun ada juga. And then ability to block visitors, ini pun yang macam saya cakap tadi bergantung pada setting apa yang anda nak letak. Orang tu tak boleh nak post ataupun tak boleh nak join. Kita boleh review the post also, itu adalah persamaan. Ads less effective. So untuk current pages, current halaman, mungkin ads Facebook ads that we're talking about, tidak begitu effective. Jadi untuk the new public group, there's no Facebook ads yang boleh run at all. So that's a huge difference. Selain daripada itu, the new public group organic reach is higher. So organic reach, to revise, apa maksud organic reach? So ada dua jenis reach. Satu ialah organic, maksudnya tak berbayar. Maksudnya you you buat a post, macam gambar you post, and then you tak letak dekat Facebook ad. Itu maksudnya organic reach. Berapa ramai orang nampak post itu. The second type of reach ialah berbayar. Paid ads, maksudnya Facebook ads. So that's the paid reach. Selain daripada itu, the other difference is no more notes untuk current pages. And untuk public group, kita boleh ada documents. So lebih banyak barang yang boleh share. So itu secara kesimpulannya. So Hanis, maybe you nak share contoh?
Okay, boleh. Sekejap. I will share a public page that I'm actually admin of. So because hello Zurin, hi Beryl, hi Joe. Thanks for joining us. So just a little recap again. So we're just going through the difference between Facebook groups and Facebook page because some people have asked us actually how do they increase their followers? Because in Facebook pages, you tend to have to struggle a bit more in terms of people seeing your posts, and the people who actually see your post have to be likers, or at least followers. So there are two options now for pages, which are likes and followers. We don't know when they will actually combine it, which actually would make sense if they just made it followers. So people won't miss post on your Facebook page. But until then, we'll just have to make do. So in case you think that groups might work better for your community building, this is something for you to consider. So going straight to my community page, which is called Taman Seputih Community, because this is where it's public. Our Antas Solutions group is actually private. So we won't go into the private one yet. I just want to show you the public one so you can actually see the features. Okay. If you have any questions, of course, we'll love to have your questions in the chat box. Okay, let me just show Beryl. Hello, hello, Beryl.
Hi, Beryl.
Hello, hi, Joe. And hello, Zureen. So for the people who come and join us later and watch this later, they can always see your names and hopefully check you guys out. Okay, because all of you are business owners and we want to support business owners. Okay. All right. Let's go here. Okay. All right, so you can see this is my Tamas Putih community page. Obviously, I have actually set it for anybody to be able to post anything without having to approve their post. So this will actually encourage members to share their stuff, especially in marketplaces, things that are more community based, not so much of like if you are selling specific products and you just want to sell your products to your members, then obviously this won't be really suitable for you. So you want to actually review before you let them post. So these are the new things that they have actually, Facebook has actually implemented. Let's just see here. So members can actually join straight away. Anyone can join without approval. Not all members can post. I can actually choose who can post and who needs to be reviewed and all that. And there are also keywords that I can set so that when they say, come, borrow 10,000 ringgit, interest only 10%. So I know automatically it won't appear. Okay. Loan sharks not allowed. Okay. And then, so joining lets people easily stay updated. So people can see, members can see posts from your groups and in newsfeed and other places on Facebook because it's public. So the posts are not limited to just the group members. Okay. So that is in terms of members. Visitors, by default, people who haven't joined can also post and comment in the group. But of course, like I mentioned earlier, you have control to actually approve whether the posts are suitable or not. Okay, same thing like the members lah. Okay, so my laptop is deciding to lag a little bit. So biasa lah, you know, these kind of things.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for now, if you have any groups that you are managing ataupun your own Facebook page, this is the time for you to put in the comments and promote your pages that you are managing, and let us and also label it. Is it a halaman or is it a public group? Because
Yes,
we
and
want to
also
know that you understand.
correct. And also let us know what the challenges are, perhaps what you're facing now, and see whether we can help each other to boost your views in whatever way. So, okay, also I wanted to share with you, instantly I have actually pinned these featured rules so that new people who come into the group, they can see what they can post and what they cannot post. So it's very upfront. And if I decide to disapprove some posts, not in line with what the community is about, I can immediately tell them why it's not approved. For example, there's a bit of a noise. Okay.
Ada contoh tak post yang orang post but then
Um,
you reject?
yes, actually, I can just show you an example. For example, this one lah, huh? I can say, okay, I can actually put here, remove post or remove post and block. So let's just say I click on this, remove post, and immediately I can tell her why she has gone against the guidelines. And I can also click on the rules that she has not adhered to. So maybe Sarah, you can say in BM.
This part? Okay.
Yeah,
So dekat
like
sini,
hmm.
so dekat sini macam tadi Hanis tunjuk, kalau ada post yang kita tak nak sebab dia violate kita punya term, jadi kita dah ada peraturan. Sebagai contohnya, orang yang join group ni dia tak boleh promote produk-produk untuk menguruskan badan yang tidak di-approve oleh KKM sebagai contoh, because you wanna keep your community safe kan. So dekat situ tapi dia dah post dah and dia dah post dah pergi dekat newsfeed. Walaupun dia dah post dekat newsfeed, you masih boleh click the button, the three butang dekat atas
Remove.
tu, and then you boleh pilih option untuk remove the post, ataupun you boleh, kalau dia post banyak kali sangat, contoh macam sehari tu dia post 10 kali, you boleh remove and block sebab tahu orang ni memang spam. Dia bukan orang betul pun. So you nak block terus. Situ ada option. And dekat sini you boleh hantar apa sebab-sebab yang dia remove. So you boleh buat dia extra faham, you cakap. Akan ada kata you tak boleh post macam ni. So this is the reason why. Dekat sini you boleh set bagaimana cara untuk remove the post ataupun block the user daripada your public group.
Yes, correct. So I'm going to cancel because she has actually done all right. Yeah, so that basically is what it is. And then you can also see on my left a few admin tools. Okay, so there's admin admin assistant.
You wanted to say administration
I know, but it's too long suddenly, but I cannot say. I don't know why. So admin assist is macam they use AI, artificial intelligence, to pick up certain keywords or certain criteria to help you already pre-approve or pre-approved posts or pre-approved posts or members. Okay, and then there's pending content. You can also schedule posts. Then there's the group rules, and also you can see macam insights. So that, like your pages juga, you can see how much growth there is in your group, how much engagement there is in terms of which posts are doing better and all that. So you can actually encourage your members to post a certain kind of post because they also want to sell their things, for example. So this is something that will help them. And then apa lagi? For this group, I have also permitted for them to go live. So if they are brave, then they can actually go live and share this live videos to other groups or on their own pages usually. Then there's the polls and all that. So there's a lot of things that you can do in your public group. There's chats. So you can create live chats. You can have topics based on the hashtags that were used by the post. And then, of course, you can schedule events and you can have the list of members. So over here, again, as usual, we have the about page, when it was created, and the rules and all that. So you can actually put in media. Media is basically creating albums. For example, you want to consolidate all the photos, or you want to upload certain files. I think you can do that as well, but in photo or video form. Okay.
Yeah.
So
feature
yeah.
ni sangat berguna kalau you create the page untuk orang and you selalu share a specific type of content, you boleh put it under album. Sebagai contoh yang ni dia nak tulis untuk this community seputih, kita boleh create satu album untuk gambar-gambar infrastructure that needs fixing, macam jalan berlubang and such, and the update. So you want to put it under satu specific folder gambar, kita boleh create dekat album. Ataupun again, sebab bergantung kepada apa tujuan you create Facebook group tu. Untuk any community again, contoh you just nak create a fun album about the cute pets yang ada dekat that community, again you boleh create satu album. Itu boleh menjadi satu daya tarikan untuk orang join group tersebut sebab dia nak pergi kepada album yang dah spesifik apa gambar dia nak, apa update yang dia nak.
Yes, thanks, Sarah. And also, maybe you might want to ask, why should I put it public and when should I put it private? So I think in a general sense, if you want to expand your reach and not worry about the content being shared outside your members group, then you can go for this kind of public groups. But for example, if you want to build your own community, like what we are doing for Antas Solutions, we want to share our content. We want the content to be retained within the membership members, then we can have it as private. So you don't have to worry about suddenly strangers coming in and looking at content and sharing weird stuff, and selling things that are not related to what we are selling. So yeah, so that is what we wanted to share. Shall I share anything else, Sarah? Or I can just stop share this to you?
Let's answer some questions in the chat.
All right. Okay, let's see. Okay, so Beryl has a a question about what's the difference between likes and follow. So in terms of when somebody when somebody likes your page, it doesn't mean that they actually will see all your posts. So they will only be able to see certain posts, and this will be really depending on maybe what they have already been viewing in the past history. So I think Facebook will actually pick and choose what they see and what they don't see based on their past visits to other pages, for example. And then for follow, your followers will see everything that you post. So that is actually a really good thing. And now there's an option for you in your page to have a follow button instead of a like button. So maybe I can show that. Good job. Hold on.
And also when they follow, they can set notification on, right?
Yes, that's automatically done though. Okay, let me see this. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, here we go. So over here, you can see this. We have actually set it for follow button. So automatically people will come when they come to our public page, they can already follow and we don't have to worry about them not seeing our post. So followers might not actually like your page, which is fine. They could just be stalkers. So we don't mind stalkers as long as you don't create havoc on our page. Um, and then in terms of macam, oh, you want to translate that in BM, Sarah?
Yes. So dekat
Okay.
sini orang boleh tekan butang follow. And bila dia follow, lebih mudah, lebih bagus sebab bermaksud semua apa yang ada post pada group tu mereka akan dapat sebab mereka opt in untuk follow your updates. And tadi Hani cakap pasal point kalau buat public then orang boleh stalk kan. So actually again Hani cakap point tadi pasal reach. Kalau you nak reach ramai orang and you tak kisah orang stalk, so it's bagus sebab you nak orang check out your page. And again bergantung pada tujuan you create that page also. Kalau you nak jual sesuatu in the end, sangat bagus untuk ada stalker sebenarnya. So orang macam ni dia akan jadi your ikutan. So dia akan follow your perkembangan. Dia tak pernah komen, dia tak pernah join, komen ke ataupun go live with you, tapi oleh sebab you selalu post and then dia mengikuti you punya perkembangan, so dia stalker in the end selepas you tak tahu berapa lama, berminggu, berbulan, mungkin bertahun, dia boleh menjadi you punya customer pada satu masa akan datang.
Yes, thank you, Sarah. So, and you can see the features here on the page. You can see the newsfeed. You can manage your shop. We don't have a shop, so there's nothing to manage. There's business apps, resource tools. You can also monetize your page. So, in terms of Facebook group, no chance yet because there's no monetization program from Facebook yet. But in terms of pages, you can do that. I've actually done a workshop on how to check whether you're liable to get paid for your content. They usually try to educate people to post lots of videos, whether it's live or not live. If you're not comfortable with going live, you can actually pre-record it and then schedule it. So when it's scheduled, it appears to be live, and then you can just comment on the comments that come in at a later time. So yeah, so that's them encouraging you to go live, and they actually pay for ad. They pay you for ads being shown within your videos, and you need at least 10,000 views of your videos to qualify. All right, so all these things can be seen in your business suite. Actually, I think you should be able to see that. Okay, so I'm going to stop here and then I'm going to answer more questions. Josephine, you're always so kind. Thanks again so much for your support, Josephine. It means a lot to us. And Joe, and those who are wondering who is this Leng Loy, this Josephine, look at her photo. Basically, she's an image consultant, obviously, so she knows how to dress you up, and actually she teaches you how to teach other people to look after the image, the whole thing. And she does a certification course. So if you're looking at how to improve your self-image as well as others around you, do reach out to her. And what is the link that we can start this community, Joe? Okay, so basically, Joe, you just need to create a group if you want to build a community. So from your own personal profile, your Facebook profile, there is an option to do that. So I think, let me just see if I can show you how to do that. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to go to my own personal profile. So you're going to see a lot of junk. Okay. Don't be scared. I might look like Darth
Darth
Vader
Vader.
on on my page, but this is how I really look like. It's not a filter, okay? So let me see. Uh,
It's on the left, bawah groups. You could cipta kumpulan baharu. Sorry, mine is in BM.
no problem. So you see here, this is my timeline. As usual, you see all the things that you see on your own page. You go to groups and then create new group. So once you create a new group, this is what you see. You can create a group name, choose your privacy, so either public or private, up to you, and invite your friends. And that's it. It's so easy.
So tekan home, again butang home dekat sebelah kiri bawah nama profile, you ada cari rakan, ada halaman dan you ada kumpulan. So you tekan klik kumpulan, selepas tu tekan ada butang warna biru, cerita kumpulan baru.
Betul. And another question from Josephine. Your queen coming strong. I want more questions from you guys, whoever's watching.
Thanks
Don't
for
feel
asking,
shy.
Josephine.
Yeah, let us answer all your questions. So how much time will you spend on this community group? Basically, for this group, I check every day. I use it for my Taman Spute group. I basically check every day also. Versus my Antas Solutions group, because two different contents, right? So because I want the group to be active, so I try to put in posts and encourage members to also post. But usually members can be quite shy. So I try to just post and then see where that leads us. You want to translate that, Sarah?
Yes, so rahsianya biasa kalau orang create group, tak kisahlah group WhatsApp ataupun group Facebook, apa-apa community group, biasa orang create, kalau you the admin, you punya purpose, mesti you nak group tu meriah. Mesti you nak group tu happening, you nak group tu ramai orang post. So the thing is, kalau you nak group tu meriah, you perlu memeriahkan suasana. Jadi you kena selalu post, you kena selalu komen. Jadi bila you buat macam tu, you akan lebih mengajak orang untuk berbuat sama. Jadi you tak boleh just create the group, lepas tu mengharapkan orang lain untuk memeriahkan suasana. So apa yang Hanis buat, masuk visit the group every day, setiap hari boleh. Setiap hari tu baguslah, especially pada awal-awal apabila nak create the group. And then sesiapa saja yang post pada awalnya selalu komen, reply, and itu adalah cara untuk kita buat group tu lebih meriah. Bila dia lebih meriah, then semua post yang di-share pun lebih update, berita-berita terkini, and akan menjadi lebih beneficial. So apabila sesiapa join kumpulan adalah sebab mereka ingin mendapat sesuatu daripada kumpulan tu. So pastikan you deliver the value.
All right. So we've got one more question from Joe. Zureen, thanks again for joining us. We understand that you just went for your jab, so you might not be feeling so great. After my second jab, I just slept the whole day the next day. So I think it's a Pfizer thing. They're trying to, do something within the body. I don't know.
It's your antibodies. What do you call it? Duplicating.
I know. I still look the same, so I think it's okay, safe enough to take.
Haven't morphed yet. Not yet.
I can't even fly, which is disappointing. Okay, for Joe's question to you, Bob, would Facebook page be better or community group? Okay, I think it depends on what purpose you're actually creating this group or page. Okay, I think for brand building, you should still have your Facebook page, because that's like officially where people can find you. And then you lead them to your Facebook group, because that's where you can really talk to them like a one-to-one kind of feeling rather than a page. Pages tend to be a bit colder, it seems like, versus a members group, because members are allowed to, post their own things as well in the group. So that's the difference. So it really depends on what you're comfortable with.
Yes, sebagai contoh untuk kita punya page Antas Solutions, kalau anda tengok, kita banyak churn out content. So, churn out content and the content tu quite broad sebab kita cover banyak topik kan. And dekat kita punya Antas Solutions Superstars, dia lebih spesifik. So, lebih spesifik, kita boleh jawab lebih banyak soalan dan kita boleh ada session-session yang teristimewa dan specifically untuk kita punya ahli. Sebagai contoh, masa kita ada last Saturday, kita punya live sessions kan. So, itu kita boleh letak dekat community group sebab dia lebih sesuai. Lebih senang nak monitor, lebih senang untuk pergi terperinci. Dan pada kita punya own Facebook page seperti The Antas Solutions page ataupun kalau you ada produk, you punya business, you buat dekat situ you boleh keluarkan semua update. Bila you ada produk baru, bila you ada update. Sebagai contoh kalau you jual cakes and such, you punya post ingredients, situ you boleh churn out content. Yes, okay, that's it.
Okay, so all right, so Kanagis has a question. Hi Kanagis, thanks for joining us. I know you had a meeting earlier, so I hope your meeting went well. Okay, so yes, must it be a closed group? No, it doesn't have to be a closed group. We've mentioned it earlier before you came, so it depends on how you want to have your members post what. So for example, Kanagis, you're in the AV industry, so you want to teach people about the latest equipment and things. You want to actually sell your products and you want to educate your members about how to use certain equipment. So a private group would be actually quite good because you want them to only know about your content versus a public group where anybody and everybody can post anything. So you might have actually competitors also coming in and posting stuff about their products. So a closed group for you might be better. I'm sure you already have a page, so you know how that works. Okay. Okay. And yes, Josephine says that it is feeling a bit cold and it is a bit harder for people to actually see your posts. Okay. All right. In terms of community is happening, just afraid of harassment and negative darts. Yes, and any community, there's always people who want to cari pasal, and putting stuff and things that provoke people. I don't know why they do it, but maybe
because
that
they're bored.
Maybe it gives them thrills, something exciting to light up their whole day. So that's where you can actually have the tools in place so that certain words cannot be used automatically. It will be banned. So yes, yes, Josephine.
Yeah,
Long time no here.
Yeah, but it's part and parcel. Once you create, then you will have to expect a certain amount of trolls coming in.
Yes, you're welcome, Kanagis. So, okay, so for those who are looking for AV equipment, you can check out Kanagis. Feel free to put in your page there, Kanagis, if you want. Josephine as well. Anyone else want to ask questions before we wrap up? Because it's 1 o'clock. We're going for lunch soon, and I've got actually a course to run at 2 o'clock, so I need to prepare for that. So yes, any other comments before we close today's session? Tiada?
Okay. Kalau tak ada, jangan risau. Kalau in case selepas ni tiba-tiba, ada soalan nak tanya, then you could just post and we'll answer anytime after this live also.
Yes, so those who have joined in late, not the live version, do leave your comments and questions. We will always come back to check and answer your comments. So for those who have joined us live, thank you again for joining us. Josephine, Kanagis, Adeline, Azreen, and Beryl, right? Beryl, and there's a few more who joined us, right? Let me check here. Beryl. Yes, so that's our community, our superstars who we want to grow with. So I hope this session has kind of like enlightened you between the difference between the Facebook groups and the Facebook page.
Pages.
And and pages. So if you want to share your development and your growth and how you're doing it, always come back to us, and we don't mind actually bringing you guys on the live sessions with us, to share with us what you're going through, and people can actually discover what you've learned as well. So it's all about a growing community, and that's basically what I wanted to share today.
And also do share in the comments what other topics do you want us to talk about. So today we talked about groups and pages. Is there anything specific you want us to elaborate more on? Macam Facebook ads ke? Whatever that's been on your mind lately, just post in the comments or post in our closed group and we will see it.
All right, so that's Wednesday's live session. Thank you again
And our
for
next
joining
session
us.
is next week?
Friday if we can. And we're trying to squeeze in two per week if we
Two per
can,
week, yeah.
without burning out if we can. So we need your support, and do share with us when you are going live so we can also support you. All right. All right then. So Sarah, wrap it up.
I've already wrapped it up.
All right then. So have a great Wednesday, and we'll see you on Friday of 12:30. I think if we slotted it correctly, you will see the update on our Facebook page. So do follow us, not just like us. Thank you again, and have a great
follow
day.
our page and follow us on Instagram and on TikTok also.
Oh, TikTok. It's still raw for me, but okay. All right then. Take care. Bye.
Bye.